This is the Rotary Club of Konge, Lukuli. Welcome to the Rotary Moment Show.
As usual, we do it the magical way. We officially call fellowship to order.
So she has been the amazing president that has implemented everything she has set out to do. The fact that Joyce has met every objective and goal that she sets is amazing. For you presidents out there, this is a baby club that I think you need to emulate. Congratulations, Joyce. I don't even want to speak for you, but welcome with me, Joyce Nakalembe, the president of the Rotary Club of Konge Lukuli, who is left with only 2 weeks. But I would like to hear the things that she has implemented because they are amazing. Welcome to the Rotary Moment Show.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you. I'm grateful.
I am so proud of you. I don't know if that means anything.
It really means a lot. The fact that you're here for the second time.
I am so proud of you.
It only speaks to us as a club and as me as Joyce. Yes, thank you very much.
You have done so well. And for a baby club, I think, oh my God, it's amazing. But I know that viewers are waiting to hear what is amazing. But I'll let Joyce speak for herself. Last year you told us about St. Chizito.
Yes.
Tell us about St. Chizito.
Once again, to the viewers, good evening everyone. Thank you for watching us always at the Rotary Moment. My name, as she said, I'm Nakalembe Joyce, the irresistible president and the outgoing president for the year 2024-2025.
Yeah.
In my pledge and promise, as I came in, I signed it as president. I promised to implement a global grant that was given to us in respect for Julia St. Chizito Primary School. As I talk today, 70% of that project has been implemented and the 30% is ongoing. Good enough, all the funds are available on the club bank account, and it's going to be handed over to the incoming president.
Wonderful.
For the action year to be completed. Yes, the desks were delivered, the computers were procured,
the laptops
were procured, the water has been drilled, and so we are only installing the pipes, we are installing tanks, we are installing a solar system. It has only delayed because we could not implement it because we first had to drill the water. The pumps are going to be of solar and then the like. So it is going to be implemented. So it is the remaining small 30%. But the funds are all there. We have been audited. We have been, the stewardship committee has already visited us. And everything is in line. I'm sure by September we shall be complete.
Girl, I'm proud of you. I am so proud of you.
I am filled with gratitude. I'm filled with gratitude for what we have been able to achieve as a club with all my club members. The board has been very supportive. I had strongholds in the club. I had about 5 members, which comprised of Rotarian MD Peter Lusembo. Then we had our DCA officer, Rotarian Patricia Nalubega. Then I had the Sergeant at Arms, Rotarian Anne Nasazi, and Rotarian Carol Nacheyune, my sponsor. She's really been so supportive. We have moved together throughout the year for the projects that we have implemented. And throughout the celebrations, the birthdays, the anniversaries, the carols, the joint fellowships, and all that. Maybe I can talk about the major highlight of the club.
Wonderful.
As soon as I took up the mantle, we started the construction of a Chebe project, a health center 3 in Chotera district. We rolled the stone in July and we have successfully built, we laid the first stone or the first block in that time, and I'm proud to say that the project has been accomplished.
And it's roofed.
It is roofed.
My God, Joyce.
Completed.
Yes.
It wouldn't be possible if we did not have the partnership with our international partners.
Yes.
That is the Rotary Club of Albert Park in Melbourne, Australia, and the Rotary Club of Randers-Sondre in Denmark.
Yeah.
They have really been a strong pillar for us in those projects. By now, we have acquired a global grant for the same project to help us in the equipment of it, and it is $65,000 US. They have both helped us with the matching grants. The district of where the Rotary Club of Randers-Sondre has given us $22,000 US.
Wow.
The club itself of Randers-Sondre has given us $12,000 US.
Which is 34,000.
Which is 34,000. We have local partners. That is special recognition goes to Professor Jude from the Rotary Club of Namasuba.
Jude Lubega.
Yes, Jude Lubega. He has given us $1,500 US. We have partnered with the Rotary Club of Muyenga Bokassa, and it has given us $1,000.
Wow.
The Rotary Club of Chotera, under the leadership of President Betty Namonge, they have given us $800. Oh, nice. And then we have private individuals in the club who have pledged to contribute towards the same.
Yes.
We have Rotarian Meg Wilson Lusembo and Rotarian Lydia Lusembo. They are both giving us $500 each,
which is $1,000 from one family.
$1,000, and then the rest of about $5,000 will be given by the club. But we already have prospects who are just waiting. So since it has been approved, the rest will come.
And notice how Governor Peace was very comfortable talking about it. But then also I want you to talk about the 40-feet container.
Oh, yeah.
That I need URA to make sure they clear without a thing.
Oh, yes. We are already in the pipeline. The 40-feet container is coming. It's a donation still from our international partners.
Yes.
And it is full of equipment.
Medical equipment.
To equip the facility. The medical facility.
Yes.
Yes, it's already in transit. At the moment, we have secured a letter from the Ministry of Health with our wish list that we gave them, and they have approved.
Wonderful.
So it is that letter that we are going to present now to URA. And I think between URA and Ministry of Finance, there will be a balance, so they will let us in. So we are just looking forward to acquiring that 40-feet container.
Wonderful. The things Rotary can do, you know.
I as a president who has been at the steering wheel, I feel accomplished as a president. I am filled with gratitude, and for what Rotary can do, you just can't imagine. I am so happy as a president.
So proud of you.
I am proud of Rotary.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm proud of my members. They have really done me well. We have moved together. We have celebrated ourselves. We have celebrated each other. They have supported me physically. They have supported me emotionally. They have supported me financially.
Wonderful.
So the year has really been a great year of magic.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And that's the magical president of the Rotary Club of Konge Lukuli. But as I go to that, and before I ask her my next question, is to the district governor nominee going to be elect. Governor Damulida, you have a leader in this young lady we see here. So if you want certain things accomplished, there's a position at the district here you might not yet established, but we have a leader here who makes sure things are delivered. Now, President Joyce, we've talked about Chere, we've talked about St. Chizito, Bujuga was on your, when I rewatched the show, I was like, oh my God, Joyce. And then I listened to the audios. It was Bujuga had done so well, and you've done wonderfully. Thank you very much for, promising to do that. But I want to hear about numbers. How do we look like in terms of numbers of members? When it comes to membership growth, TRF, how have you done? Let's shape that journey so that the viewer can understand how we have gotten to this success.
If you remember so well, in my pledge and commitments, I vowed to look at quality at the gate.
Yes.
So at this point in the magical year, I did not look at recruiting many numbers, but I looked at recruiting the value of the people,
Yes.
the quality at the gate.
Okay.
Because it makes no sense for us to bring in many of them and then they disappear within no time.
Yeah.
Because of the yearly subscriptions and the like. So this magical year, we have brought in about a few members, maybe about 3 numbers, but the ones we brought in were really corporate people, and quality people. Yes, because previously, maybe because we wanted numbers, especially at the time of inception,
yes.
where we wanted numbers for us to be chartered.
Yes.
We did not care so much about the quality of people that we were
Yes.
bringing in.
And hence the churn rate.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So in this magical year, we lost about 4 members.
Okay.
But we looked at that we did not want them to become projects of the club.
Yes.
If you look at the previous 2 years that we have been with them, we have been paying for them as a club.
Oh.
So at this point in time, we said, I think no, enough should be enough. Because really, we are in the 3rd year, but we want to set the pace.
Yes.
And if we want to start moving, we cannot afford to take
and
them
serve
on
the communities that we want to serve. I think that's one of the things maybe viewers need to understand. When you come to Rotary, like we've always said, you pay to serve. And we serve because, not because we have much, but because we decide to put aside a little bit of what we've got to put it in the community and serve. So it's not that we have much, but we decide, twerekereza. I think that's the Luganda word. And we decide that we shall serve our communities, and hence the projects that Joyce is talking about, the Cheves, the Bujubias, and the exciting partnerships that you've had internationally. I want to go to one of the most important aspects of why we are in Rotary as Rotarians. We are already leaders when we join Rotary, but there's something that is so amazing, is that the Rotary Foundation. When we give to the Rotary Foundation, and I've given a clip before about the Rotary Foundation here and the Rotary story, and I've said, when you give just a little bit, you give $1,000 and the Rotary Foundation gives you $10,000, because it's the willingness to give in so that other people can contribute for you. You show cause for your own requirements in the community, and then there's a top up, there's a matching to your amount of money. But there's something so wonderful that Joyce has done this year, which I just want to give her flowers for, kudos for, and everything. For a baby that is only 3 years, it's usually very difficult for a club to write a proposal and win a grant. That is something that is so hard.
Sure.
But I want to congratulate you.
Thank you.
On winning a grant in your year and ensuring that as you go away, you're going to sign a dotted. I'm telling you, by the way, this is your highlight. Even if you serve anywhere else, you will always remember. It's like, I remember that I did a Ryla that had 1,500 people.
Wow.
So for me, I think, take this in, appreciate it, and if there's somewhere you can hang it, hang it. But I want you to talk to us about the grant. What is the process? Is there a message? We might not talk through the process, but is there a message to the presidents that are watching you that have not gotten grants and they are 5 years old? I am sorry to laugh at you, but this is a baby here who has gotten a grant. But Joyce, what is the process? And I know that Peace has already talked to us when you watch Governor Peace's interview, but as president, and I know we do, your interview comes at the beginning. What is that process? We shall hear from Governor Peace as well about this, but what is that process that you went through to ensure that
you get a grant?
You get a grant.
Thank you, Carol. The most important things for us to focus on as you want a global grant, first of all, the club should be in good standing.
Yes.
If you look at the Rotary platforms, most of them, on those Rotary platforms, you realize that there are clubs up to today that have not paid dues for their members. How then do you apply for a global grant? It's impossible.
Yes.
Secondly, in the first 3 months of my presidency, I made sure that the club is qualified.
Wonderful.
Because that qualifier also has processes to go through. So we qualified the club. As you qualify the club, the rest of the things are obvious. because you just go to RCC, you must have a proposal, you must have a goal for what you want to do, and as long as it is within the 7 areas of focus.
Yes.
So we went to RCC, then we started feeding everything. For as long as we got the qualification and then the club was in good standing, then you can be given consideration. There is no rocket science. Yes, you feel RCC, everything is step by step, it follows one another, because it asks you for this, it asks you for that, and as long as you have everything and you're in good standing, everything is obvious.
Wonderful.
So because everything was there, and what you must know is that Rotary does not deal with construction. So Rotary can come in to equip. It gives the good things there. If you want, for instance, for a maternal and child health facility, if you want the incubators, if you want anything for the theater,
the existing infrastructure,
exactly. It can do it as long as you have put up the infrastructure. If it needs renovation, if it needs whatever, you do it, and then Rotary comes in.
Which shows that you have a base already. You have something that you.
Exactly.
And I think they're very right.
Yes,
because we don't want to start building for people things that they might not be able to maintain.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, this is our money.
Yes.
Yes. So since it's our money, we want to use it profitably for every one of us to benefit from it. Yeah.
Wonderful. I think that's very good guidance to you who is watching and is interested in any grant that you might want to apply for any club, because today even Rotractors are partners and you can do exactly this. And what Joyce gives us right now is the nitty-gritties from a club. You know, it's not complicated. She's just said it's not rocket science. You can do it for as long as your club has contributed a certain amount. You want $50,000, put $5,000. Have your audits ready. Just make sure your club members have paid the dues, the required Rotary dues, and let's put the stone rolling. This is, you know, earlier on when I was listening to the interviewees and what we had done with just 35,000, and I was like, you know, people implement for billions of shillings, and no pun intended, but you know, Rotary is here to serve. Joyce, I want to end my interview with you.
Thank you.
But as I end my interview with you, there are a few things that last year somebody granted you advice at the end. I would like you to do the same as you hand over in 2 weeks' time. Okay. What is that thing that has made you successful? What is the call to Alex that you'd like him to take on that has allowed you success? Because if he doesn't do it, maybe he might not get as successful, but we all want him to succeed because he is part of the club and we want him to succeed. He has the zeal, but what is that message you give him that ensures that he is successful as a president?
I would urge Rotarian, my president Alex, to continuously engage people. To ensure that they keep coming. Let them look forward to attending the next fellowship. Keep engaging them all the time that you can, whether through WhatsApp communication, whether to make a call because of courtesy. It can be a courtesy call. And for Alex to really continue to put people together, because as a club, these are volunteers. Yes. If you sleep on the job, then they are gone. You lose one by one by one. If you don't try to follow up, you may lose 10 members. If you lose 10 members, you know, these numbers help us in everything. When it's a project and you need to accomplish something, for instance, if you want to dress up this room with maybe windows or doors, you'll need the hands to come together for you to have this accomplished. So if the 10 members go away because you have slept on the job, thinking since they're volunteers and they know what they have to do, you don't reach out to them, you lose them. And when you lose them, you cannot have these things done.
And every penny matters.
And you know, when you are the president, even if you have those lots of money, remember that if it can pain you at some moment, and this is the time when you realize that most presidents get away, because if you have spent a lot because of your negligence on the job or sleeping on the job, it pinches so much on your pocket.
On your pocket.
You feel it, and by the time you finish your year, you will not come back to the club.
Yeah.
Which is not a good thing, because you want to keep as a Rotarian.
Yes.
You want to keep growing in the Rotary family, and the sky is the limit for you. So, President Alex, I just advise you to continue to be the person that I know you are. Continue to encourage people. Let's inspire them into leadership. Let's unite for good. Just like the theme of the year is, we shall have everything ready to unite for good.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
With 35 members, she has led a wonderful year. For me, this president is exceptional for having achieved what she promised to do, and number two, for winning and making sure she signs a grant before she hands over office to the next president. That's what all leaders should do in Rotary. It is not as hard as everybody paints it to be. She just said it's not rocket science. Just make sure you are in good standing, which is what all Rotarians should be. You should be in good standing. You should have your company as a Rotarian ready and in good standing, because the money you have is voluntary money. So why should it be a mess? It should be right, get audited, have your members pay membership and your dues to make sure that you're ready for the big amounts of money so you can implement this into these communities. Congratulations, Joyce.
Thank you, Carol.
I am proud, but I'm sure so many other people who are watching you are very proud of you for having accomplished, oh my God, Bujuvia. I don't know if you know how much this president wanted to implement, but for that successful implementation, for Chewe, that is very successful as well, with a 40-foot container coming through to equip that center, you have done wonderful.
Thank you.
And congratulations on handing over that chain, still looking beautiful.
Thank you.
And energetic.
Thank you.
You've done a wonderful job.
Thank you, Carol.
Yeah.
Thank you for always coming to be with us.
And I'll always
on
be
this
here.
special day.
I will always
Thank
be
you.
here.
I missed you at the DCA.
Yes.
By the way, we signed out with 15 members at the district conference in
Whoa!
Dar es Salaam.
That
and
is
we
like...
came out with our first award
Oh,
because
that's
of the hard work. Oh, that was great.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I hadn't known that.
Oh, thank you for
Yeah.
your prayers. Thank you for being with us.
Yeah.
It was a nice moment, a good experience for us
Yeah.
that we experienced in Dar es Salaam. So it's a good path for Alex,
Yes.
really.
Like I said, this is a year you'll never forget. However, unless you become district governor.
Oh,
If it is presidency and to other positions of leadership at the district, the president, the year you're president and you achieve is the best relief moment and the most beautiful euphoria you'll ever feel.
Sure.
So congratulations on that award. I hadn't spoken about it since we started, so
Thank you.
congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And congratulations on all your successes.
Thank you.
It's just wonder again. When can I just see the love of the Lord upon you? Oh, fana nyenyo mukisana olimba. This is your day, Kela. We're going to celebrate you, singing hallelujah, dancing with you, Kela.
I'm here to briefly talk about Rotarian Alex, our PE, the incoming president. What I must say about our PE, Alex, he is a wonderful leader, I must say. He's an exemplary leader, I must say, and everyone can testify on that. Alex, I just want to wish you a successful year and an impactful one. As a leader, we know your capacity is beyond, and you will lead us successfully.
I would like to congratulate President-elect and the incoming President Alex Agaba for this milestone of the day where you're being installed as the President of the Rotary Club of Konge Lukuli for the year 25-26. Alex is a very good man, a man of the people, a man of principle, and someone who is very focused and a man of action. As the incoming bulletin officer, I pledge my support to President Alex and to the entire club and to ensure that our bulletins will be out in time, to ensure that everything to do with the records and publicity will be in time. President Alex, congratulations for this.
I'm very happy for Alex. Congratulations. And I'm very happy to be elected as the vice chairperson for Alex. And as I know Alex, you are a very committed man. You're very inspiring. And I believe for our year, we shall really make it, because the only time I've known you for being very committed to whatever you would like to do and whatever you plan to do. And I believe this will make our year very successful, and we shall achieve whatever goals we have. We shall take our club to another level. Congratulations, Alex. I wish you the best in our year.
Now, the Rotary Club of Konge Lukuli came into existence towards a very hard period of the entire world. And it's very known for having, plugged into the crisis. And it was so Rotarian, if I might call it that they started working with their communities on COVID vaccination. And from the onset of the charter, it has been amazing on how there's so much club involvement into the community, but also on what they usually will implement as a club. I want you to welcome with me the incoming president of the Rotary Club of Konge Lukuli. This very, very infant baby is doing amazing things, but I'm going to let the gentleman I'm going to introduce himself, and then tell us what those things are that he's going to do in his year as he unites us for good. Welcome to the Rotary Moment Show.
Thank you, Carol.
Yeah.
Actually, what you forgot is Rotary Club of Konge, the club of choice.
I can imagine. I should have said that.
The club of choice.
Yes.
Here I am, I'm incoming president, Alex Agaba,
Yes.
who is the incoming leader for the club of choice. In the district 9214.
Yes.
So, like Carol put it, I'm going to be the first president. It means entirely we are in existence for 3 years.
For 3 years.
So
Still babies, but
still
doing
babies,
amazing
but we are
things.
babies, crawling babies,
Yes.
and we're soon going to take a step.
Yes.
Basically, it has been an amazing journey since we were chartered on 27th May 2022.
Yes.
And here we are actually exceedingly moving at a fast rate compared to the clubs that have existed more than 5 years,
Yes.
10 years.
Or even 20.
So we envy other clubs, but that does not, add up well in Rotary. We all work to make sure we make the communities
all
around
serve.
us. We all want to serve above self. That said, what are those things that as a president I'm strategizing to do?
Yeah.
See, I don't do them as Alex. They come from Rotary International, go to the district strategies and goals. Yeah. So our strategies all are aligned with the district strategies as well. Yeah. So there are basically 4 areas. But like Carol put it, first of all, we already have a global grant at St. Gisto Primary School, which we have drilled water. We have provided, in that global grant of around $35,000 US, we have provided desks. We have also provided computers. What is left is to complete the harvesting of water. And once we do that with the global grant,
with the same 35,000,
we intend now to adopt it as a village, where we intend to build a health facility, where we intend to build, to plant trees, have gardens with them, so that it becomes a complete village, where you harvest water, where you go to school, where you have to get a health facility, and people don't have to move far away from their homes to go and seek either basic education or basic health or food. Everything is got there. So when you look at the Ujubia, it will, encompass all 7 focus areas. 7 focus areas may be, to be quick, maybe water and sanitation, environment, disease prevention, basic education and literacy,
Maternal health.
maternal and child health.
Yeah.
So those are among the focus areas I'm talking about. So when we adopt a village, I think we believe we shall be adding on what has been built by the predecessors.
Wonderful.
Then for maternal and child health project, which has been a non-global grant, and now we are already in the phase of receiving the 65,000 which we applied for. We are going to equip. We have already received a container from well-wishers, Rotarians in the diaspora,
Wonderful.
of medical equipment, basically. So the $65,000 is going to add on what we have already received, okay, with the contribution of Rotarians, so that we equip fully. So if it has been at a level of health center 2, it can even go up to a health center 3.
Yes.
Okay, so we promised, or I pledged with my board, action board, that we are going to benefit and put to use the $65,000.
So which makes that 110,000 US dollars.
So far,
Okay.
in utilization. But now that to create impact, and one of the strategies of the district is to create impact. But how are we raising that money? You had our district governor, our guest of honor tonight. He was actually talking about come and raise money because I've already signed your grant.
Yes.
So now how are we raising this money? We definitely have to increase the number of PHF which we have in the club. That is TRF giving. So my target for the next year is around $7,000 US dollars. So when you look at the fundraising that we have done today, we are around $65,000 US dollars. If my target is $6,500,
Which becomes 10%.
which is
of
less by $500, it means my year is already done.
wonderful.
$7,000 US dollars is my target, correct?
Yeah.
In my fundraising tonight, we raised $6,500.
So your year
So
is
it
made.
means giving to TRF, I'm done. Now we are left with Polio of 1,000, which we shall do. And we also want to position ourselves an all-giving club, meaning that each member is requested to pay around $30 in addition to the dues. But how do we achieve this one? First of all, we want to ensure number one priority for Rotary International is increasing membership. First of all, we can't increase membership without retaining the members you have.
That is from
So
what
we are
number
going to
what
retain,
number?
first of all, we are currently at 35.
Okay.
But my target is to add more 10 members.
45.
Okay? They become 45. So once you augment and 45 membership, then you are ready to collect more than even my target. That means you are creating more impact. Okay? So the more members you have on board, the more money you will collect. Isn't it? So I am envisaging doing much more than to create impact, create a lasting change to the communities. Membership I've talked about. So how I'm going to engage and involve membership? First of all, we have vibrant body groups. We are going to continue with home hospitalities. We are going to keep on working with the district and corridor activities and ensure that every member of the club is given a task and he only does the task up to his expectation. When we are recruiting membership, you realize that here actually the membership is imbalanced gender-wise because females are more than males. So we have to be focused and have more men on board than... And actually, one of the target areas that we want to have more members of the club serving beyond the district. Currently, we have 1. But if we can achieve 3 in my year, I will have achieved something. Okay? Now, when you consider the place where we meet, it's posh, very fascinating place. So our target was if we maintain here, we are going to be attracting corporate membership, which I believe we can do. But doing that is we want to engage ourselves with the communities around. Now, there is that project of maternity which we are going to do at Lukuli, Hope Clinic, which is just within a few meters from our club.
Okay.
Of RC Makindye West, RC Kansanga, and RC Konge,
Wonderful.
Lukuli. That is the power of trio by the district calling.
Yes.
The district governor, Christian
That's the
Chende.
maternal health.
That is the maternal. So we want to do a signature local non-global grant project with 3 clubs, which is within the reach of these 3 clubs. Okay? So we shall engage members to ensure they contribute and we complete that in our year. That is will be one of the tremendous. But you see, when we keep doing such projects, because I'm going to encourage my body groups also to do small but impactful projects within our
And that's
area.
where the awards come
Now,
from.
how am I going to achieve this one? For instance, my body group where I belong is Konge Body Group. We have already identified 1 school that is the area of basic education and literacy.
Wonderful.
Of special needs school. Now I'm encouraging other body groups also to do more.
How many body groups do you
There
have?
are 4.
Okay.
Konge body group, Buziga body group.
And when you put that together, it makes
Now, when you
huge
put
impact.
all this, why am I doing that one? They are going to create for us an image within the area.
Yeah.
Why should you go for 1,000 kilometers away and you leave people? Because the governor talked about it and said, by the way, before you even go away, the area where you live, people need your services. So we need to impact even in the communities where we operate. That gives us a mileage on public image. And given to that, as a club, through my PR department, we want to erect signage.
Yeah.
There is no signage around that talks about RC Konge. Even if people are passing around, you will not see anywhere.
And
that
it's
there is
very
RC.
quiet outside.
So in partnership with one of the corporate sponsors who happens to be this hotel, we can erect one around so that people know that there is a club that meets here.
And the date.
And the date. And definitely, those are small things that can attract membership. I tell you the power of membership. When you have members, I'm going to give you an example. An iconic club, Rotary Club of Mienga. They are around 108. But when it comes to projects, it's like a walkover. So we are not going to build membership to 100, but slowly from 35 to 45 to 55. Who knows? If we can maybe be at 70.
And Konge Lukuli is such a big place that we're looking at all the members that are in this area. Please do come. Maybe President Alex can tell us when you meet. Tell the viewers when you meet, so that
like
they can target.
You have visited us where we have had an installation. We are celebrating a milestone today.
Yes.
But when you look at the place where we meet, it's one of the best places any club can have.
Yes.
So we don't want to live here.
Yes.
So we meet every Tuesdays, every week from 6:30 to 7:30 in hotel latitude 0 degrees. One of the, I think it's 4 star.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's 5 star, but I think it is 4 star plus 5, 6 star. But this is awesome. Whoever Rotarian has not met with us, whoever Rotarian has met with us, he has always committed and pledged to come and fellowship with us.
Yeah.
First of all, we have vibrant fellowships.
You're the club of choice.
Like as I said at the beginning, I can't, take away myself from the word or the statement, club of choice.
Yes.
Once you are there, you are hooked, forever we stay with you.
Wonderful. Now, President Alex speaks with a lot of passion, and I'm glad that he is incoming president. But I want to re-echo this. They meet every Tuesday here at Latitude O in Makindye, every Tuesday at 6:30 to 7:30. So if you're in the area of Makindye and would like to have a minute or two in Rotary, we are here to invite you. We all know that Rotary is by invitation.
Yes.
I am here on TV inviting you to the Rotary Club of Konge Lukuli to come and experience Rotary.
You have seen the camping fellowship, you have seen the campers. Here we are going 8th to the 10th of August to camp in Kalangala, camping for hearts. We save lives of children born with congenital heart diseases, and we equip regional referral hospitals with heart machines. Come camp with us at only 450,000 Uganda shillings for Rotarians and guests, and 400,000 shillings for the Rotaractors at Cecil Beach in Kalangala. Be there as we cruise to save lives of children born with congenital heart diseases. You can pay to our accounts at Centenary Bank. We have a dollar account, we have a Uganda shillings account. We have mobile money numbers 0772 978484 and 0704634020. It comes with the names of Irene Nakanwaji.
Now, he's one of those governors that gave me the best visibility for this club, this show. If it was not for Pista Remwa to say, I need you to make sure that tuk-tuk ambulance is everywhere in this country, I don't think Rotary Moment would be as visible. We covered over 16 clubs that were giving out these tuk-tuk ambulances. Heck, we went northern Uganda and we were able to cover this. But one of the things I like about Pista Remwa is his candidness to service and the fact that he's willing to tell you as Rotarians, you want to serve, you are invited, do your service as a Rotarian and do it well. Welcome with me, the past district governor, Peace Tarema, the one and only who knows what leadership should be in Rotary. Welcome to the Rotary Moment Show.
Thank you so much, Carol.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that you have taken Rotary to a little bit higher than where we were, especially in terms of
coming from
visibility.
You.
Yes.
Coming from you, I'm glad. Now, Governor, I want to go back to you always educate whenever you come to these things, or when I hear you talking. And if people knew, they would call you a few more times. So I want to go back to your speech. You gave a vote of confidence to this club. This is a 3-year-old club that installing its 4th president, and you gave them a vote of confidence and said, you have $110 US to implement a project, which 35 they already got. We now know they have the 65 and they're going to put that pen on the dotted lines. But you said it with a lot of confidence, and the Peace Tarema I know cannot say it unless he's very sure that the club is ready, and he's sure that the club has the grant ready. And you went ahead and said, now that we know you have the money, can you please show cause you as club members? You did not call anybody from the audience that is outside the club. You called only the club members to contribute, which was very strategic. I want you to speak on that and how we can help the other babies to get in this position where they say, hey mama, you know, that club is only 3 and us we are 5, but we haven't gotten a global grant.
Thank you so much, Carol. And I will tell you that there is no rocket science in some of these things. It's about passion. Passion means that you love what you are doing. The second element in it is strategy. We gave out about 8 conditions that you need to meet for you to access money on a global grant.
Yes.
You are talking about paying dues. You are talking about being registered with the URSB.
Okay.
You are talking about having returns. You are talking about looking up international partners.
Yes.
Very basic.
Basic things, yes.
Somebody intentional will look after partner. Somebody intentional will have his books of accounts audited.
Yes.
Those are the harder parts of the journey. This Rotary Club has had that one done. Any club, 2 years means that you have completed the first year,
Yes.
and therefore you have audited accounts.
Yes.
So it's about strategy and it's about having passion. This Rotary Club has both.
Wonderful.
And that's the reason why, as immediately they finish their first year, it's not because their charter president is an auditor.
An auditor.
No, it's slightly beyond that. They were
Okay.
intentional. It's not because Peter Rusembo and Timothy Chasaku have been into projects before.
Yeah.
It's because the club has been there.
Okay.
The second element I did ask them today was that we have given you more than 100,000.
Yes.
What have you given back
What
to the
have
Rotary
you given
Foundation? Match that money. And I was so excited when I saw them today raise $6,500 to a target of $6,800.
800. Wow.
First day,
Yes.
99% achievement. What's going to happen during the rest of the year? They are intentional, they are strategic, they know what they want, they will be there.
Wow, I think that's one of, and if you're watching the show right now and you're one of those new clubs that were chartered yesterday, or you've been chartered for over 5 years and you're still bootstrapping and doing this by yourselves, I think there's a lot of money that you can get from the Rotary Foundation, but the things that you need are basics that you'd have for any company. And I think Governor Peace Tarema says it very well. You must have the passion and the strategy to achieve that you target yourself to do. Governor Peace, we know that you're very passionate about maternal and health. And I think, I don't know if I'll ever hear of somebody doing, the way I'm passionate about digital cards is the same way you're passionate about making sure that medical health reaches the last mile which is what you did in your year, that tuk-tuk ambulance, the mother that can get to a hospital using those bikes, tailor-made through a Rotary innovation, I think was the most interesting. Here we are again this year. And this club has adopted a few strategies for maternal and health. Let's speak on that and how we can grow the others. And viewers, when I'm interviewing Governor Peace, it's not about just the particular club we found him, but it's for everyone, because I only get you once in a while. So if I can get him to speak to us about the general and everybody else to learn from it, the better for us.
Now, thank you so much, Carol. I tell you that the fact that our mothers still die in hundreds. We have dropped from 336 now to 189 for every 100,000 mothers who die during childbirth. Is certainly not acceptable. We have the developed world where you're talking about only 2 mothers dying out of 100,000. So we still have this to capture. I'll tell you that our target of 300 village ambulances, we are getting close to it. Because in the first year we did 117.
Yes.
So we are comfortable. And I am telling you that each and every other maternal child death project that's coming on now, there is a village ambulance.
A village ambulance, wonderful.
It's all about the Rotarians supporting this cause. But I'm telling you, there's something more we are thinking about, and we are now focusing on. A very live example is the last weekend when we were in Biantonde and Engari.
Okay.
We are now saying that transport must be provided. We are saying that we are going to train 500 midwives in the next couple of years.
Okay.
We are saying that we must provide water. We are not talking about boreholes. We are talking about water pump
at the hospital.
At the hospital.
Okay.
What we have done now is motorize. Make it automatic.
I even have those pimples. Okay.
Make it automatic. Flash one jerry can, another jerry can is on.
Yes.
Give water to our mothers.
Our mothers.
We are saying that we shall give them water. But beyond that, we are talking about purified water for them to drink. You no longer need to come with bottles of drinking water at the health facility. We are coming up with centers of excellence that all clubs may or should focus on improving maternal child health in a holistic version. The third element we are putting there is equipment. An ultrasound scan should be a must, and we are giving them. We are talking about neonatal incubators for health center force. Those are some of the elements we feel that if you are talking about maternal child health, you are talking about a bigger picture. And I'm so happy that our incoming governor, our district governor, Christine Cheyune, who was the flagship project during my year as governor, has taken on MCH. We shall make a difference. People will know that we have lived. And I'll tell you that the Rotarians will know that they have a cause.
Well, I remember in your year, she said, after I think that was the announcement, I asked her in one of the interviews, I asked, what are you going to have as your signature project? She said, maternal and health. And I was like, oh my God, maternal and child health, that is wonderful. But these are very, very pertinent and important things that you're doing. A neonatal unit in a hospital. I mean, I am passionate about that. I don't know if you know, but I lost my first child because the lack of a neonatal unit that was, functional. And so for me, that's very, and this was in the city, in Kampala here. So if you're putting it down in the villages, I think that's wonderful. That moves maternal and health to the next level. And I think people should be very proud to belong to Rotary. And Rotary should be part of them in their communities. Governor, my final question, like I said, it's always wonderful to interview him. But my final question now goes back to Konge Lukuli. I have just experienced a photocopy of you. I interviewed a guy who speaks volumes and he doesn't say your name anywhere. But as I was concluding his interview, I said, Governor Peace groomed you. And he said, yes. So congratulations on grooming Alex. I think he's going to be a wonderful leader. He knows what he wants. But imparting that leadership and the fact that people understand what leadership is about, people are not shy about, because I like, Alex told us something interesting. He said, well, we're not going to segregate Rotarians. We're going to say all Rotarians should come, whether you contribute 500 or 1,000. It doesn't matter. You're a Rotarian. We shall make sure we embrace you, but you must serve. And then there's something you said during your speech. You said, please do not call us if you're planting 1 tree. Call us if you're planting 1,000 trees. Because Rotary is impact, service with impact. I mean, 1 tree can be planted in my house, but 1,000 Rotarians can plant thousands of trees, and that's impact. So I want you to speak on that, to Konge Lukuli and to the rest of the Rotarians.
Thank you so much. As a governor, you have a responsibility to inspire
Yes.
Rotarians.
Yes.
It's one of the cardinal roles of a governor.
Yes.
I'm so happy if one of them has been inspired.
Oh God, he speaks like you.
I am telling you that being a role model is all about doing it right.
Yes.
The right minds will take it on. And I want to congratulate him, and I'm looking forward to substance in this person.
Yes.
I had to be here because it was Alex.
Wow. Alex, have you heard that?
I had to be here because it was Alex, and I can see where the club is moving to.
Wonderful.
It's not by accident that we are talking about 100,000 in 3 years. And this is money received during 1 year. The likes of our outgoing President Joyce, those are examples of where we need to go as Rotarians or the Rotary fraternity. Now, when it comes to this Rotary Club, I am sure that I have been part of the journey.
Yes, I heard.
I started with them, I chatted them, and I have been hard on them. So, in one or another, we are moving in the same direction. When I say I'm talking about projects, somebody who doesn't want to talk about projects will excuse us, and then we shall continue.
Yes.
Now, when it comes to the element of planting 1 tree, and you call Carol for a photo moment, it is something that we shall try as much as possible to fight, to address, and stop.
Yes.
We are talking about impact as one of the strategic objectives. Impact means that if you are going to plant trees, plant trees. I went with these road tractors to my countryside home. We planted 10,000 trees.
Yes.
One weekend. We went there another time. We are not talking about 40,000 trees. How do I go with road tractors? We plant 10,000 trees, and I come here and you plant 2 trees and you want me to take a photograph with you? That is not acceptable.
Yes.
We are not talking about painting zebra crossing. That is for young persons.
Yes.
So what I would like to encourage all the Rotarians is, let's talk about big, let's talk about bold, let's talk about projects that can have a clear impact. Not photo moments.
Yes.
I know that Rotarians are good people. I also want to tell you that I know that when they have listened, they act.
Yes.
When I told them that I will not visit them if they don't have a project during my year as governor, I got 100% response, positive response from this country. All the 62 clubs had a project showcase. It's all about leader and inspiration.
Yes.
That's what I request of them to do, and I'm sure they will do it.
You know, I have so many reflections as he's speaking, and I keep remembering going back, and I wish there was Rotary gave us more years of leadership, because a lot would be learned from Governor Pistarema, but also he's also needed at the zone and maybe at ARA International. So we do not want to hold you back. We don't want to hold you back, but there's always wisdom when we interview you. And I think some of the things I have seen, and this, for you viewers who are Rotarians, go back and look at the statistics. One of the things President Alex asked for, and I hope his call can be seen by the incoming governor, was he would like more leadership of the district coming from his club. And I will mention to you a club that I've seen you grow. And it was so funny that we by the time we got to them, they were still young, but they were good. The Rotary Club of Bwebaja. To see that they even had a POP at one point. Oh my God. When I started interviewing them, I was seeing a club full of so many people. And within a year, you know, the push in your year was extraordinary. The Rotary Club of Entebbe, you know, this Rotary Club. So you really had, and I might not know the other clubs or might have missed them, but I think for the clubs that I've watched you nurture and handhold. By the way, the Rotary Club of Entebbe, the Rotary Club of Accra City, I have been there when Pistarema has told them, bring your money. You must contribute as Rotarians. So I think that's one of the few, the one significant thing that I know that you tell them. It is not about you being here, it's not just about showing up, it's about you making sure you contribute towards your club and the projects that you're doing. And so we want to thank you. Thank you for your contribution and showing the example of what a Rotarian should be.
Thank you so much, Carol. And I will tell you that all this is about friendship, giving direction. Friendship, give direction.
Wonderful.
Friendship, be inspirational, and the rest
If the rest will
follows.
fall in place.
I'm so happy about my Rotary Club of Bwebaja because I was so excited the other day during their charter night, their 10th charter night.
Yes.
I was recognized for the 10-year support.
Yes.
And they never missed their awards. They recognized one person, and that was me.
Wow. Which you deserve, I think. You really handheld them.
In their wisdom, I deserved it.
Yes.
And my understanding that they did not splash out awards meant that they were very clear with
Very
what they were talking
intentional.
about.
Yes.
Very intentional.
Yeah.
So I am happy that I will not be ceremonial in this club either.
Wonderful. And that is Governor Pistarema, the one and only, who says we do and we must do, and yes, we can do it. Thank you very much, Governor.
Thank you so much, Carol.
Yeah. As Alex Agaba takes the presidency, this mantle has been handed over by the most beautiful and amazing, magical President Joyce Nakalembe, who for me has done so many beautiful things. For a 3-year-old club to be able to sign a global grant, that's one. To implement a project to the level at which she has implemented, 70% of it has been completed. It usually takes presidents about 3 years to complete the projects they started. And to look at Bujumbura, St. Kizito, almost completed, and just the water pipes that are being installed and the solar, which she says is already in the bank accounts and is being implemented. For the $65,000 US grant that has been won and the 35 they already have. For that implementation in Chebe that has a 40-feet medical equipment that is en route to Uganda to be installed in this medical ward, I think is an amazing thing for this club to achieve. Rotary Club of Konge Lukuli, I was here at inception and I'm here at your 4th exchange of chain. I am very proud to belong to Rotary because you are part of the Rotary I serve. You are wonderful Rotarians, the 35 of you, and I know that you're going to grow to magnitudes. This is a wonderful club that meets every Tuesday here at Latitude O. And if you're in around Konge or you're here in Makindye, come to Latitude O and join them for fellowship. They are a wonderful club and they will welcome you. I invite you here today, here at the show. When you reach here, just say the lady at the Rotary Moment invited me to come for your fellowship. And I assure you we shall open the doors for you because you want to serve us and you want to serve the community in Rotary. Thank you for being with us here every Tuesday on UBC. Allow us to exit today with a beautiful sign out. As George Washington once said, you have given me the chain, you have given me the presidency, let us see what I can achieve with it. That is what we tell President Alex today. We have given you the chain. We would like you to see how much you can unite for good as the theme of the year. This has been the Rotary Moment Show. My name is still Carol Chazeka Koza from the Rotary Club of Chiwatule. Find us on YouTube anytime at the Rotary Moment Show. On YouTube, the Rotary Moment Show. Instagram and TikTok at the Rotary Moment Show. We love you and please do come and join us in Rotary as we conclude this magical year and go ahead to unite for good in the next theme of Rotary.